Yes, 6 for 1 from one. I think does a good job of that slide to over through the wrist shot directed wide. Not off the end board. Stolar straight over. They score for the lucky is that arrow off the end board after Stolar makes a great stop. He just shovels it towards the net. Watch this. There's the save by Stolar and Goldwall. The man again just shovels it towards the net. Yeah, it's off after the blade of Goldwall and off the blocker of Anthony Stolar. Anaheim is 4-3-3. So tied at the series play. The Rangers coming off a loss. Activation. 7-2-3 following the regulation loss. Tying up and Perot picking up. Right back to off again. Point blank chance turned away by Stolar. The pressure on. Back to the point. Lead around the air. Giovanni shot got a little touch in front. And it gets the brain. Stolar doesn't recover. I think it's a rock that goes off an Anaheim stick. Tough break for Anthony Stolar to this game. What's it? Point shot comes through. It's actually off the stick of Jacob Perot behind Anthony Stolar. Tough break. Checking prices. Don't worry. Get low prices every day with warehouse value. In late November, 8-4-2 in his last 14 front. And now back the other way in Rockford, Illinois. Greg Connolly on this line with the breaking of Dave, the breaking of Rich John. Dave made by Leonard. Greg Connolly back up to the AHL as well. Jay, game number 299 was a member of the Golden Knights. Davidson racing in. He'll take it out in front. And that was tipped away by Entwistle. Now a drive from the line from Bill on the flank and wide. Slices it down towards Kurashev. Entwistle to Kurashev. One foot out in front. Put it through the crease. Coming on the gunner Murphy. Double to the corner. Over 2 years ago. Marks the zone to the offense. And the Carlson is a save first. William Carlson led it Rick on his 29th birthday. Had a good chance. All right, Petranco's going to join the Rockville. Give it go with Marshall. So between the blue line, Marshall finds the trailer. Carlson puts it right into the pass of Wood. 29 Campbell's on the kick to William Carlson today. And Hunt for the wrist shot. Score! Chris Kraken! And Hunt is hurt for the Golden Knights. It's 1-0. Throw the game for Rangers. Under Kraken with the 20. He gets it back. Carey driving the net. And Hunt goes upstairs. That's Flurry. So that's the advantage. You know, have two centermen on this line with Howard and Patrick rotated. And off that win, Hudson snaps it home. And Jake is on the board first. Ryan Carpenter plays it on the back of the net, looking to stay with it. Special teams. But a lot of that is just the play that they had. It was good effort up and down the lineup. Off this squad, Jones getting it towards the net. J.K. Leonard, rebound, and save again. Blue League has a follow-up chance. Hawks have their worst start ever this season. Lost their first 9 games. Season for them on and off the ice. Marches on a Carlson, old Daniel off the stick, and he gets the net. What a setup by Carlson. Big through of the Rangers. Returning recently to the lineup. Pulled down by Murphy. Stevenson has it. Theodore's ultimate headshot and a glove save. 6 points on the season after his career high last year for Stevenson. Carlson works it free. Petrangelo with a wrist shot. Walk to the board. McCaff wants it on net. Flurry angles it away. Now Smith. The largest zone shot. Save. Flurry. Face off in the Chicago end. Golden Knights' longest home winning streak of the year as they continue on the home in 3 games. Flurry holding Sunday in with squeezing the average shot. I was part of that. Cap blocks it, calls it on net, and Leonard got a piece of it. Having a pretty good chances for Chicago. Blackhawks is well, centering just going to bounce around and takes off to the side. I got through the line on a great big cap. A good job of blocking shots this year. Got a stick on it, helped them win that beat that night. And a blowout of the Hawks. Had their way in Chicago. We mentioned 8 or 9 wins overall. 4 games to 1 of the playoffs in the bubble. They got a 2 back and forth before he stopped and he scored on him. So that post-Brent now playing inside was an emotional moment for Mark Stewart and his current teammate. Theodore. Now Marks is still holding. Keeps it on net. We're got a bad on it. And Carpenter moves it out. Up ahead to Kara. With McCabe joining the rush. Kara with a shot. They scores! Here's our Kara on the on-man rush. And the Hawks have tied it.
In the cloud, your data has the power to do the extraordinary. Text indicates a double order on a single AI-powered platform. The Informatica Intelligent Data Management Cloud is the only cloud dedicated to data management for anything type or workload across any location. Informatica, cloud first, data always. Starting in the life engineer can be challenging. That's why we start making regardless of
There's a chance the puck's going to come out and just gets over the stick of Zach Whitecloud. And Kara behind picks it up, quick 2-on-1. And he gets Leonard under the blocker. Kara will pick up his third of the season. And Chicago ties this game up with 1. That's Cesar Kara. Kick side on Leonard. Wide open to the bottom of the slot. Smith gets it back, trying to beat back again, and poked away by Kulik. And now the break, they're looking to break. The break is down the wing, towards it out, and Leonard with a big save. On the Hawks' top goal scorer. But on the goal, and there's the play by the break. Edmund scored on a good save there by Leonard. The break it out a little move under the stick. And then Edmund tries to give a wall, the third part. And the rebound for Cole, start block. Cole pulls up, right up into the team. No wind it in deep. Taken away by Whitecloud. Flicks up the wall. Stillman out top. This shot from Whitecloud, score! Riley Stillman let it fly. That changed directions on the way to the net. And the Hawks have grabbed the lead as Stillman let it go from out top. Directions out front. There's the turnover. Patrick can't handle a puck. It comes up to the blue line, and it goes off out and changes direction. I'm not sure John and James got another touch in front. Doesn't look like it. That puck goes off Fred Howden inside of his left knee and heading left side and changes as the deep player off the foot again. Oh, so that change. Change being postponed. Throughout the league, the Rangers trying to fight through the cycle. Oh, sitting Leonard. Now it's the Rickens planting a stick in net for glass and a great chance. He did hit his goal, but no, I think it might be a save. They're trying to turn things around. The Rickens get 5 position around the thread. Well, that just goes off and gets the stick to the blocker. Goes under the arm of Leonard. Cesar Kara with the first goal for Chicago, and it was Riley Stillman with a go-ahead goal. So we said for just the 9th time in now 35 games this year, the Hawks take a lead into the third period. Late October against Anaheim. There in the Fortress. Here's the Trentwell. The Marks is on the drive, and the block is cut. Hurts the setting away. Flurry with some help able to hold tight. That's pumping him out. Trentwell holding. And Markstrom, couple of steps in. He's across the goal. Off the best chance off the feet from Stone. And we'll see that. Moving side to side, he goes low and then he lifts up. Area taken down. Puck moves on the board. Carpenter flicks it on that. Leonard angles into the corner, but that's it. It's a 2-1 win for the Hawks. In Marc-Andre Fleury's return to Vegas.
But thanks to this African ceremony, my little guy is now 8 long and very fit. Now my expert of all the happy women
Pretty good save there by Pavelski to finish up the first game, but he has to make that shot come across. Stop that goal. It cost him big. That's the Chicago one. Ron, that's what you get on the side. Now he shot score! With a blast from the point. On the nice fighting from Rasmus Kupari, it's 2-0. The big one, he's not done here, but he goes for the goal. The deep drive, I think you see that system straight. Mostly Redwood, we throw open. Now he doesn't waste any time whatsoever. They have a little drop to go with Anderson. The two guys they mentioned earlier, Kupari involved in the assist. Anderson involved because he brought the hit in the front. He's still working to go with Martin. That's center ice. Martin will get the first one for Washington. They're not players by any means, but they are willing to go. And the understandable is got to Now, again, I think that working against Darvinson hits the deck. Didn't keep the ball. Burton turns it over. It's Snyder on the breakaway. Megan Burton sooner on the breakaway. And Cal Peterson, seeing his first shot of the night, makes a glove save on Pius Suter. 3 seconds left in the power play. We're on. Shot blocked. But you know where Spock put it right on. Saved by Nedeljkovic. One-timer kick out by Peterson. But kicked out again by Peterson. Reducing the turnaround pitch. Anyone on the wall moves in the circle shot, which is on the bottom line. Step behind the net, first left game, first about goal line, left on the back wing. Turns it over. Over first shot. Big rebound from the Nedeljkovic for the side net to the net. Starts his drive. Turns, and he's looking for the next goal. Runs the scramble. Nedeljkovic covers. At over 500 in place. Also right in the mix for playoff spot. Callahan, a baseball swing on a goal. Nedeljkovic with the save. Bouncing puck. Callahan connected cleanly. Right to pick it up. Going along the direction with time. Looking ready to be a shot. One up by Nedeljkovic. He takes a seat after another difficult save. Shot number 27 this period. Breakdown. Nice. Breakdown pass from Kevin over top. Drop pass for down into the middle. Broken up ahead. Kevin knows. Puck set and twice by Nedeljkovic. First off the drive in the high slot. And then from point-blank range, both on Kevin. Get back. Callahan onside. Driving to the net. Saved by Nedeljkovic. This puck came back to the blue line, but not fumbled it. Right across the middle of your twice. Hammer in the rear. That's that. Damage. Up to the middle. Wrangled by Mike Anderson. Oh. Here's over the boom. Big hit from the young man. Hunter drops it off the right. Roll the puck in hand. First Timothy for the puck. Caught off by Peterson. First Timothy. With his right hand by James. That's a bad pass for Bertuzzi. Right up and in. Get first far. Kevin to get away. Short hand. Kevin scores! Adrian Kevin short-handed. It's 20-0. Following up there is the turnover. 1 second. Everyone's been asking me, what's the difference in the game? This is the difference here. It's the race. He's had 4 of those goals this year where he can play into it. That hand, forehand, but he doesn't quit. next. Disney shut down third except for monolithic here. The referee will have to take it down. Now forward the empty net and off the post. He'll pick it up and steps it in. And that'll be the attacker with 2:31 to go. The first one, of course, both because the wing had to dive. No one was in position to go. 5 seconds left. Yes, it is. It'll be a shootout for Cal Peterson. Give it to Vince. 4-0 win over Detroit.
Hello, we're rich. Why? Because we do everything differently. By offering a high-interest savings account with everyday rate rates. In other words, we're not your everyday bank. We are the bank method.
Okay. It is still, we're not even halfway through the season yet, and I thought, let's take a look at the numbers. I used to do stats videos once a week. I used to do them on Wednesdays. The popularity levels wasn't there, so I didn't bring them back following the season. Well, why not take a look? We'll start off with the Rocket Richard Trophy. That's the one that's supposed to be a lot of attention to, almost as much as the Calder. And the amount of arguing that goes on about who's going to win with the words, well, there isn't really any around the Rocket, because, I mean, you can argue, but it really depends on fight. Right now, Draisaitl leads with 26. Pulled off late. Ovechkin second with 24. He also seems to have pulled off late too. So, you've got Kreider with 21. Outside chance there. Troy Terry, who has had a remarkable start to the season. Coming into this year, there was no idea of which Ducks player was going to break through first. And it turned out that goal-wise, it's Troy Terry. Yes, absolutely. I mean, you might have looked at Steele and Jones, but Harry's got it at 21 right now. The Break is at 21. The Break is the dark horse actually win because when the Break is are firing on cylinders, they make look easy. And so Patrick Kane really helped the Break it actually in the last third. And then there's Matthews who's 20. Matthews hot, cold. It really depends on how long those hot streaks are for versus the cold streak. Because the score 10 goals in 7 games, the score 15 in 10 games. Really is on it, but he was 6 behind Draisaitl. We'll see whether or not they can make it up. And then anybody below that, I thought, well, if you're more than 6 behind the leader right now, probably not a fantastic chance to win 20 games. But again, something I'll look at very closely. Then there's the Norris case. This is where people get upset, right? Because right now you're leader in 36 games. Victor has 7 goals playing at 16 points. One to Norris 4. Got a leg up with that. Then there's Fox Dragon, also has one Norris 4. 35 games, 5 goals, 35 points. What works in Fox's favor as well? It's a winner of Norris. So all this works well for him, and that looks like he had a monster. However, Roman Yoshi not to be outdone. 33 games, 11 goals, 21 assists, 32 points. And remarkable season for Yoshi. He's grown for him a lot in the national league so far this year. They're MVP. Whereas the North Coast, well, he's won the trophy before, so we'll see. And there's Carlson out of the Washington Capitals organization who's now won more. It's one of those things that's close. That's not it. There's 14 goals, 24 points. I have not heard the same level of excitement about Carlson. I think for Carlson, maybe it hurts from playing on the same team with guys like Ovechkin, and that's probably one of the things. You have to kind of go to rank and say someone else. But either way, I don't hear as much hype about it. And their best last 2 games, 9 goals, 26 points. More chances there's no key cost and in my eyes, there's four guys you can make the argument for right now, and the power is in that top four. And then goal in overtime, well, that was a flashy goal, and like, oh, it's just one goal. That kind of stuff, that kind of highlight reel stuff that will get more people paying attention to what he's doing. And the 14 goals in 26 games, I mean, seriously, if he keeps up this pace and he can stay healthy, not much for Carl can do. And then there's quick two. He's having a bounce back this year for Vancouver, who hasn't played since it's been a while. 33 games, 2 goals, 26 assists, 28 points. And hopefully with a long layoff from that cap, and if I have another long layoff, hopefully we'll make an impact to team. And guys like Steve, he's got a very nice bounce back team. There's Morgan Riley in Toronto, right? He's got his extension. That's awesome. 13 games for him, 4 goals, 27 points. This is very good for Toronto. And I think that I don't know that I put him in an honest conversation just in general, but honestly, Riley's had a very good career. And at some point, you've got to think he's going to have to stand up in the top 10. I don't think this is going to be serious, but at some point, you think he's happy, right? When you've got what Hank, this percentage is anyway. Hank's Riley having a very good season. You're right. One goal, but 26 assists for 27 points. His defensive numbers, I think they're better this year than last year, but either way, what Hank's been a very good story. Then we got Theodore, 34 games, 7 goals, 8 assists, 25 points. And this is when you start to have that conversation about, okay, so the more important to have better, good, really solid defensive. They can play this stuff. Play this not on the board because they just want the top scorer. And then there's Seth Jones. He is in the top scorer. 5 points with Theodore. However, in 34 games, it's 3 goals, 22 assists to get to 25 points. Whereas Theodore has 7 goals. But Seth Jones, rough start to the season. I think it's been better lately. But again, his defensive team was likely to roll over that conversation for the North. And of course, there are lots of defensemen who are not on that board that we could talk about. And I've done that before. I think last season I felt the board with, here's who every single team is nominated for the North. And I limited it to one. It's ridiculous. I've always thought it's odd that we have so many awards that get won by forwards and we have one that gets won by defensemen. I think there's plenty of defensemen who should have awards. We talked about the Langley Awards for best defenseman. I definitely think there's more to be had for defensemen. I think there should be another award. You could have one for John Lawson and just overall defense. You have some kind of formula where you say, all right, we just have this thing in, and John Lawson defense, they win this award in the NHL. Something along the formula or somebody else can figure out. But I think that the North kind of exposes that there are a lot of players who always have a little more hardware than we get. They get the best of them. That was kind of the same with one goaltender that went to the trophy out of 30
Rogan loves this fan of all real there. Soft fix Sophie backhand is a no-brainer. Backhand is still used to be classic. And John's obsessed with it.
And then you've got the gold again, the Jennings Trophy, which goes to the team that has the best overall defense. Not necessarily the team with the best goaltending, although those two have been close in certain cases. But Jennings isn't much of an award for the goaltender to the team award. Alright, Vasilevsky leads the way with 19 wins. I went from the column on that. 19, 5 and 3 with 9.68%. I think Vasilevsky will lead. And I say that even though, yes, I think there are other goaltenders who will get into that conversation, but they have to fight harder. You've got one and before. You've got Saros with 69 and one with 9.86 with nothing for spectacular. Get them back to the high. Their first right? Campbell, 7-5 and 39%. So we'll talk about Jack Campbell. We'll talk about Jack Campbell completely unprovoked. You don't have to ask. You don't even have to look at him. You have to start talking about what a great guy he is and what a fantastic goaltender. I don't blame him. The one thing of course contract up at the end of this year, and the longer he plays like this, the more long-term that contract is to come. And Toronto is not exactly a lot.
No sense, shit.
Tristan Jarry, England fans, talk about how Jarry's been fantastic through this 10-game win streak. Yeah, he's now 17-5-4 with a 933 save percent. There's some gaudy save percentages over there right now, just going to say. Freddie Anderson, 17-5. I find it great that Campbell and Anderson have very similar records. Anderson's 10 points below that. Campbell and Anderson are very good. He started off fantastic. His numbers are kind of leveled off a bit, but he's still very, very good. So Anderson, because Carolina's as good as they are, I think he will get consideration. Carolina has the percentage overall. He'll get consideration for the Vezina. They're at 54 and 236 save percentage. Fans can tell you how good and they're right. He's been a fantastic goaltender for the other Rangers. He's had quite the run. And that fan comes after Demko. Just stay behind them. It's like we got the goaltender. 15-11 and 1 now with 9.2%. And his save percentage up a little bit ago with 90. So that's how well he's playing. He's taking the save percentage from 892, brought it up to 920, and just keeps going up. So as long as the Canucks can play games soon, maybe we'll get to see what that's able to do, or maybe they don't get to play again this year. I don't know. I know it's so much. And then I included Marston, even though his record is 12-7-5, is not as good as the others because the 926 save percentage. That's going to garner some attention. Marston had a fantastic start to the season. It's leveled off a bit for him. When you look at each other you're playing against, it makes sense that the goaltending numbers start to kind of out a little bit. But the Vezina has always been similar. Again, I know there's other goaltenders that are not on the board that people will be upset about if they're not on the board. I'm just saying that the Vezina trophy is best for them. I think it's probably going to be that at this point, Vasilevsky, Campbell, and maybe Jarry. As weird as that sounds to me, after playoffs and what we saw, could be Jarry. Then the Jarrett Ross trophy competing on that. McDavid was 53 points, Bryce had 53 points. But Ovechkin right there was 52. Alex Ovechkin takes it. And then Huberto was 44. It's the only other one that wrote that up. Maybe if Florida goes on like this fantastic run where there's 27 goals a game like the Avalanche team. But yeah, Huberto was 44. Just missing the touch battery because I can't see that. So, the Art Ross is likely going to come down in the cases against Draisaitl and the last surprise about that for the year. Then you get into the rookies. Always a lot of discussion when it comes to rookies, right? So, the Deltovich and Swayman are the two goalies that put them up for. And for his record for Deltovich, 914 save percentage. I think he's been very good. I don't think he ends up in the top 3 though. Swayman, 86 and 219 save percentage. He's been pretty darn good. I don't think he ends up in the top 3 either. So I don't think we're going to see goaltender as the winner of the Calder this year. Raymond still has the inside track in Iowa. 34 games, 10 goals, 19 points. Trevor Zegras, when he gets back in the lineup, if he can pick up where he left off, he's definitely going to be one of the favorites too. 30 games, 8 goals, 17 assists, 25 points. So it might be Raymond and Zegras, but Maurice Sider is saying not so fast. 34 games, 3 goals, 16 points. And Morris, maybe he's not placing in Morris as well. So Sider, he can hit, he can play defense, he can play offense, he can do a little bit of everything, and he ends up being a favorite for the North. If Raymond's total for offense is 5 games, but they're 5 points below points per game, it is possible that Sider ends up getting the trophy from college, and he is a future North winner. I believe that. Even though 35 games, 10 goals, 11 assists, 21 points, the rookie's generating a lot of buzz right now in Canada, and it's for good reason. And with Charles, with Yossi, and Janelle, these are 2 guys who could end up being finalists for awards, and Janelle is excellent at everything as well. And he can drop the gloves if he needs to. Then you drop the work of the Devils, 35 games, 9 goals, 10 assists, 6 points. it and say, well, who's going to be another first round type? It is possible that one down gets into the conversation and gets yourself in the top as well. In the end, Calder will usually go to the player to get the point, and you can do all right, and that's what that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's one on the board, because the Ravens may work that great by the same way that was and fun. Drysdale, 36 games, 3 goals, 15 points. It's been a trial of times for him with Anaheim. I do worry that Drysdale may get that but high draft pick, we saw it and all that, so it's just kind of how that works in the process. So you've got Jonathan Dahlen and San Jose, 30 games, 8 goals, 6 assists, 14 points, got that a little bit, but very good rookie season. And then Carolina was favorite rookie at Jarvis, 22 games, 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points, so it was fantastic. There's definitely some excitement we have with the rookie class and so for me right now, if somebody says that this is Calder, I'd say probably still Ravens, but Joe?
Let's be honest, quitting smoking is hard. Like the 37th last content of art.
No rule out Jeannot. No rule out Jeannot going on a bit of a run for Nashville when hungry situations end up like a very high quality one. We'll see what happens. Now the President's Trophy. Does anybody want President's Trophy? See, President's Trophy is seen as a curse. The way I see it is more that yes, the other team that has first against President's Trophy, but there's a lot of teams with pretty darn good records and they're all really solid teams. And this year it feels like there's a lot of body records. So Carolina with a 768 point percentage is on pace to be your President's Trophy. Florida, 721 for the point percentage. Toronto, 719. Kansas is 708. Washington is 706. Colorado is 700. That's ridiculous. Those numbers are absolutely ridiculous. The Rangers, 686. Pittsburgh, 682. Nashville, 667. And Minnesota, 666. So those numbers are kind of ridiculous. And so why I'm working on that board over there. So I think it's good to see there, but and so yeah, I'll watch that. It's driving crazy. So yeah, the President's Trophy is going to be an interesting one. What I'd be surprised if Carolina won it. And always pretty sure that would be the first time they had ever won it. I didn't.
I want to start this video off by going over a little story. So, in 2010, I actually wasn't really the biggest hockey fan. I was a 10 turning 11-year-old kid. Actually, no, 9 turning 10. Right, my birthday is in the middle of the year, and I was born in 2000. So, in 2010, during the Vancouver Olympic Games, I wasn't actually really the biggest hockey fan. I started watching the sport a year later when the Canucks, my hometown team, went to the Stanley Cup Finals. However, even though hockey was kind of outside my knowledge realm of that time period in 2010, you just could not avoid ice hockey. There was a really big buzz going around in my community, my teachers, my friends, and my friends' families, all the people that I was around every single day at school. They were all just talking about, oh, the Winter Olympic Games, you know, you just go take a sky train and you're all of a sudden at Rogers Arena, you can watch the games, or if you want to get off a little bit earlier, you can
rotating, really.
Take Oval and watch some speed skating. You can go up north to Whistler, do all the other events. Or not do them. You're not an Olympian, but you're watching them. There was a really big buzz going around.
Oh my God, what the Olympics?
But by far, the biggest conversation that everybody was having was revolving around ice hockey. And for good reason, too.
Maybe I could have found a second Alex.
Niedermeyer, guys like Yudima and Martin Brodeur, just some absolute studs, all suiting up for Team Canada in a hometown Vancouver showcase. It was really giving the entire community something to cheer about. However, even though I wasn't really the biggest hockey fan back in 2010, I still do remember a few things that I was exposed to back then. Particularly the fear, the anxiety, The aura of caution that a lot of the people in my community would display heading into what would have been...
Sure, I'll take Sorokin. Why not, right?
Now, up until this point,
He's on a decent
everybody was
contract.
super stoked, and they were all hyped up. Oh yeah, look at this. Team Canada is dominating. All these really good players doing their thing. They're scoring goals. It's in front of the hometown fans. It's amazing. But when it came to that gold medal game, there was some controversy as to the goaltending on Vancouver, or not Vancouver, but Canada's side. And there also was a really, really big spark of worry that arose from the opponent. Not because Team USA was absolutely game-shatteringly good and they were guaranteed to scoring an insane amount of goals and that Luongo or Brodeur, they would absolutely crack under pressure, Crosby wouldn't do his thing. No, that wasn't the worry there. The worry for a lot of the people in my community
Okay.
was that Team USA's goaltender...
Why Sorokin was a good choice, because he just fucking dominated. Yeah, he just... Oh, shit.
and absolutely steal the show. And to be fair, this was a reputation that the Buffalo Sabres, starting at minor Ryan Miller at the time, built up for himself for good reason. In this year, 2009-2010, he was the best goaltender in the entire NHL, winning the Vezina Trophy with a .929 save percentage and a .222 goals against in 69 games played. He almost had 70 games, and he had these numbers. He went 41, 18, and 8. In the playoffs, he posted similar numbers, even though he lost. And in the Olympic Games, in 6 games, Ryan Miller had a .946 save percentage, with 5-1-0, the one was the gold medal game. Thank you, Jerome McGinley, Sidney Crosby, golden goal. But he had a .135 goals against in 6 games played as well. Ryan Miller was an absolute legend, and was one of, if not the best goaltenders to ever suit up for Team USA. It's why you can take a look at Ryan Miller and the resume he has built up for himself. There are awards after awards after awards all over the place throughout his career. One of them was the Hobey Baker Award, which he won in 2000-2001 as a member of the Michigan State University NCAA Hockey Club, where in 40 games played, he went 31-5-4. He had a .950 save percentage and a .132 goals against average. Now, these numbers are phenomenal right here. You cannot stress just how good these numbers are. Since the year 2000, there are only 4 other goaltenders who had better numbers than Ryan Miller this season, which was good enough to net him the Hobey Baker Award for the NCAA's best player. And we're going to be talking about one of them in this video. You see, I bring up Ryan Miller, the entire body of work that he has had, all the awards and the Vezinas and the Hobey Bakers and the Olympics and all this stuff, because I want to establish just how good Ryan Miller was. Because now, when you take a look at the Buffalo Sabres and their goaltending pipeline, you look at him and you see a guy that is going out there and besting out Miller. We're talking about him here today once more, Devin Levi. Now that Attack on Titan, the final season is already up in air, and I think it's appropriate to go out there and make this video. Let's talk about Levi here, ladies and gentlemen, and try to defeat the Beast type. Devin Levi, as we have spoken about in previous videos, was not a Buffalo Sabres drafted prospect. He was drafted in 2027th round by the Florida Panthers. And after a showcase which saw him put up a very good set of numbers for Team Canada, the World Juniors in 2021, he had yourselves a trade which saw Sam Reinhart get sent over to Florida from Buffalo. It's not even Reinhart, it's the signing rights to Reinhart, and Levi came back in return. This season, though, in the NCAA, Devin Levi, the 20-game sample he has had so far, is he's 15-4-1. Okay, that's a really good record right there. He's got a .119 goals against average and a .958 save percentage with 8 shutouts. Now, what exactly happened to give him this set of numbers? Hey, Devin Levi on the weekend, not the weekend as in Don FM, but like the weekend, January 7th, January 8th, back-to-back games for the Northeastern University Huskies against the Long Island University Sharks. Devin Levi played both of them. Devin Levi shut out both of them. He gets 2 shutouts in the span of 23 hours and 22 minutes. And these shutouts, 1-0 2 days ago, 6-0 yesterday. He makes himself a grand total of, how many saves is that in total? 44 saves over the span of the 2 games. He stops all the shots coming his way. And now, the numbers kind of tell the whole story right here. Devin Levi and his .958 save percentage is the highest save percentage in NCAA history, at least in the modern era. There are some guys over here listed in the 30s and the 80s that have just kind of wacky numbers. Like, how do you get a .992 save percentage and a .369 goals against? Like, that doesn't even seem realistic at all. But just for the sake of keeping things in the realm of the now, Devin Levi is the best goaltender the NCAA has seen. If you don't want to say since the gosh darn 80s, since the 30s, there. And if not since the 30s, all time. So yeah, top save percentage, only bested by one in the past, 90 years in the NCAA. And his goals against average is kind of in that conversation too. It's tied with Chitty Howard, so it's just outside the top 5. There are a few other guys that are going out there with better goals against averages, like Yanni Perez, who has an 0.87. How in the heck is that even possible? Either way, Devin Levi is going out there and putting up numbers that go out there and rival the last Hobie Baker goaltender winner, who was that Brian Miller in 2001, who had that .950 and a .133 goals against. Devin Levi, as a sophomore, also 20 years old, is significantly better. The record for NCAA shutouts in a season is 12. Devin Levi has 8. Imagine that. The guy's gone out there and only played 20 games. He's got 8 shutouts. And with however many games remaining, 16, he only needs 4 shutouts left to tie the NCAA record of shutouts in a season for 1 goal. And it's kind of funny because, if you told anybody else, if you had a conversation with any other goalie, the expectation or just the bare minimum conversation template of saying, okay, the guy's got 16 games left, he needs to get 4 shutouts to do this record and break it. That's so really weird. How could you go out there and goalie and get 4 shutouts in 16 games? But with Devin Levi and the season he's had with Northeastern this year, that conversation is possible. That conversation is not even really all that bad because he's had more shutouts than what he would need to get, proportionally speaking, to get the NCAA record of shutouts in a season. I mean, 8 shutouts in 20 games played, that's just under half the amount of games that he has are shutouts. That's not even just... has shutouts, pure shutouts. Like, it's just kind of mind-boggling to me how good Devin Levi is.
Online World War II shooter. Commander Squad soldiers and participate in legendary battles of the Second World War. Right now, you can join the invasion of Normandy, Battle of Moscow, and the Battle of Berlin, including the storming of Hitler's bunker. I hurt my throat today.
COVID really live on states of power within the darkness.
Yeah, the darkness, boring darkness. What for? As much darkness energy as possible. Just darkness this, darkness that. It's the Kingdom Hearts style. Even the quest for Lord has darkness. But really, the lore of Destiny 2 is that you get loot at the end. Whoa, it pops up. Whoa, I love it. Got crushed by the thing, you idiot. Watch it. Okay, I'm not actually playing Destiny 2. This is just an elaborate prank. I don't play Destiny. What you see before you is an apparition. Oh, barrel roll! Oh. Real quick, why am I here? Outriders started this. I rediscovered my addiction to getting loot. But Outriders sucks for several reasons. I wanted to go somewhere a little more polished. And now here I am. What I am no stranger to Destiny. I was addicted to Destiny 1. Maximum life level on all three classes, and then, when they released the first DLC, they increased the level cap. They're going to be like, hey, if you want to keep up to date with the maximum life level, then buy the DLC. Dumbass, I uninstalled on that exact day, and I've paid for the franchise since. But Destiny 2 is free on Game Pass, and I want loot drops, so... Well, I really have a month to do it.
Come on back, Sergeant. You can go.
Yes, it's very important. Alright. Get some of this helium stuff. Oh, you clipped the engram. Oh, I got a new ship! So we might use this. I want to get either the Thorn or the Silver Machine, because I had them in Destiny 1, and I just want something familiar. This game has so much content for newcomers, it's bananas. You can do things like play Gambit. Alright, this is Gambit. Real quick, in Gambit, you shoot the bad guys, they drop these hopes, if they come up, deposit them in your team's bank. First piece to deposit 100 bombs, summon the boss. You shoot the boss, you kill it, you win. Easy, right? Right? Apparently not, according to my teammates. Look at this guy. What are you doing over there? I can't. Flying in orbit, concentrating myself. So, why am I playing Gambit? Come on, team. There you go. Oh, a lot of motion. Oh, finish him! I used to warlock class for the space magic. What are you doing? Bolts! Pick him up, pick him up, pick him up, pick him up. Teammate, you have 12 bolts. Please stay alive, and make the soundtracks now. Oh, here, don't invade the enemy team. Fuck this shit up. I'm gonna do it right now. Space magic. Space magic! 1, 2, 3! Where's the last guy? Where's the last guy? There's it. 4! Oh god, we're losing most. Guys, help, please, someone hurt me here. My teammates are dead. Alright, god, is he hitting me? I'm losing most. I'm throwing. I'm the person I'm mad at. Come on, teammates! 15 volts, 5! You're all over it. We got this. And we went on with the rest of the match. Okay. This game has so much content. You can do things like lose your mind. Hey, I'm supposed to be done with sweat with you. Alright, I'm invading. 1, 2. Please, no. Nice, lost 10 volts.
random of the greatest player in this game. And I get drafted. A few more games. Just a few more. Look at the score. It's so demoralizing. They have so much their thoughts. We're not even halfway through 7 hours. Alright, well, I'll sit, I guess. Oh, I finished that sweatshop. Was the way again with my rewards about 2 cents. Oh, well, I guess I can keep playing. I will let you down. That is a witch of darkness. We need to destroy her with that ball of light.
Soren's is the back of the line. He wants to pose anyone who hosts the dark.
Do it, teammate. He missed. Dude, how? I got it. Kobe. Hello. Everything okay? You're fine.
They'll say we just be efficient.
Got it. I don't do it myself.
What a knee slapper. I love it when writers think we're in a Marvel movie.
I hate every single one of your programs.
Let's go back to the darkness so soon.
Have you finally decided to call upon the darkness?
Ooh, I'm gonna need such a mistake for one. My new machine gun. Okay, oh god, it's the boss! Okay, so this game is easy. Is this the spawn?
Probability.
Yeah. This is I'm gonna sit and reflect before the battle. Thank you all for coming out to my round, and I'd like to thank our sponsor, Great Shadow Legends. It's a great game, absolutely incredible game. Hillary could never play this game. She plays Anne Kenny every night.
Enjoy this plan and certified
We'll make PDF with this. Functional better. Every one starts right. Yeah, right there. You either die a hero or live long enough to yourself to become a planet.
But you're not dying.
Nice whack, bro! No, I'm not that cool. What are you playing for? I just played you for it. Ow, get your fuck this week. Now that's a good second. It won't let me just grab that shit. Get on the stage, cool one! Hey, guys! What is it doing? It's not bad! I don't even know what this life is here! Hey, nothing gets fucking worse!
You're tired, Barry. All those random applications.
I feel like I'm playing things. I think it's got somebody. Oh, good school days. Like something familiar. Look at my ass. Look at my ass. I'm looking at it, bro. That's an ass. No, the thorn on the
Those are why.
my first thorn. I'm so happy, man.
Good. I finally feel whole.
My thorn. I just got my yoke like a mile away. I'm no longer happy, slightly upset. Happiness over. Happiness over. Look at these guys. Wish I had that dance. Look at these dudes. Hey, join our clan, huh? Karen, what are you doing to the pillow? Look away. Look away. Avert your eyes. Look.
Mira, you fool. Defend yourself.
Can you? You get the good? I have no cafe. There it is. Wow. I know. You're a good boy, aren't you? I'm here to destroy an evil alien. This is your building. Wait, shadow gold color. It's subscribe. The memories, all the music and everything.
in the dark.
Yeah, the dark. The darkness ruled by a fucking lamp. The set design in this game is absolutely fantastic. The skybox is huge. Just the art is one of the strongest ones of this. Blizzard came from the moon. This isn't a regular elevator, it's a darkness elevator. It looks so good. The moon in real life looks needed. So many wizards, so many moons. Is it just me who kind of misses Big One? Surely not. Hi, how are you? Getting bored of strikes, but thankfully this game has so much content. You can do things like play Crucible. Alright, this is Crucible. Real quick, in Crucible, we shoot the bad guy. That's it. Alright, it's time for the master plan. Whoa. Whoa. That bullshit came from the moon. Wait. This is Destiny 1 map. This was the PvP mode. I like it better than Gambit. This is just so mindless and casual. The game practically aims for you. I'm pretty good at this. This will literally have auto aim, and the bullets curve. I don't need my eyes to see you, Jedi. Oh, that's not good. This game has so much content. You can do things like winning the game. Wait, this is Destiny 1 man. This is just lazy with it.
You eat monsters for breakfast. You could win a battle for territory.
Yeah, monsters don't fly around with shotguns and shit. Fuck up. I got a sniper. I can find the next only weapon for ruinous efficacy. Ooh, well, I guess I can keep playing. Where will it end? A few days ago, I played for like 12 hours straight, and then the next day, my ass bone was just in immense pain. Caleb wished me well, though. Hope your ass recovers soon, bro. What a nice guy. Caleb plays this game a lot, so like DMs with him is just me asking what to do with the weapons I get. Feel free to plug his inbox to get some tips. Caleb knows best. All of them. So what is this Guardian Games event? Is it like the For Honor faction war? Did the Warlocks ever win? You know what? I'm part of the Knights of For Honor, so I'm used to losing. Dude, my Sparrow is sponsored. Are you fucking kidding me? Crash in this room. Bro, like, can you unzip the glass? No, you're gonna wait for a call out, and if they say light middle, you light middle until it blows up. Oh my god, statue of darkness. I can feel. Holy shit! This is a deposit. I'm ready to be able to deposit into your scanner. So as soon as we do a damage phase, it moves the ball. Okay, no. You're so good! I got it, okay. Where did you get it? Someone else fucking do it. It's fine. Everyone's brain W. Thank you, mom. should be here by now. Oh, I've done this before. What am I doing? It's too easy, I say, bleeding out. 7 down, 1 to go. It's almost over. Not even close, man. Look at all this shit. There's some conversations between me and my dogs go, I did. Oh, he's a Twitch moderator. Jesus, Hunter, you're hurting my eyes. You're gonna have a seizure. Literally a walking bullshit. What the fuck? And he said, wow, so you suck too. Just like we all suck. Forget the shit, but what's the name? Like, where are they? Oh, there he is. It's time to arise from the darkness, warriors. Turn on your flashlights. What about you? You need to be one with a light. Okay. K6 does exist. This heart's inside my heart. Put that in there. Just the positive note. Put that in there. Put that in there. Ready? I am here. Oh, we're back. I'm right here. Sorry, fucking about to stay up the goddamn floor. Know that. I stop. Maybe we can find a way to fall apart. I'm gonna inspect something. That sounds like a good idea. I wonder what the distraction is. Big fly now. Bro, this fucking dance party. I remember the day when the first day got to see there's so many dance parties in the tower. Look at that. Look at that. We're having a dance party. I named it so that you could see that Coming soon to For Honor, Pirates! The sick Captain Jack Sparrow. Wait, those sails are tiny. Captain Young Sparrow. It's been 4 months, 133 days, and honestly, I've missed For Honor, so I'm back. We'll see how long it was. You see, I was motivated to return for my warrior, my great shield, the conqueror. Got a dreamer. Let's go! Shield! Shield! This isn't the dreamer. Hurry! Come on! This is what I'm gonna do to my enemies. You gotta hit it with little mental strikes, and then we finish it off with a I call this move the Tornado! Got a match? Wait, one more person join. Come on, go. What are you doing? The position is okay. Not the match. Excuse me, sir. Please wait. Trying to learn the new software. The changes are almost overwhelming. Good carry? Here we go. If I go to a heavy finishing. Oh my god, he gets hard space now. Do it again. Yes! I'm back. The flail. Uppercut. That's over. Good. Heavy. Do it again. Dash it again. Dash Spain. There you go. Classic fix-up. Alright, what was that now? Come on. Don't call it a comeback. Oh my god, you can go into the blockable just smoothly like a close battle between two warriors. And I went on to win the match. If I'm gonna play Kyoshi, I'm playing him in character. Yes! Yeah! I remember it! The basket!
It's like I never left baby. We're 7-0. I told you the basket gets me straight into the eyes of the madman. Do not be afraid. Underneath the basket is but the man. That's it. 16 walks, I was 16 and 2. Oh, the sword comes from me. You're running 100 to 1 the fucker. You can't do that. Hey! Got to bitch! Fuck you! Oh, no! Oh, shit, kitty. What? Oh, bloody shitty cities, man.
Alright, everybody, let's do this. As disheartening as it was to look at all the other teams, our team, once more, set in stone. We're ready to go for our 4th season. And for the love of God, can we please make it back to the playoffs? Because if not, I mean, the Crosby and Malkin separation might be happening sooner rather than later. I would hope not. We did have to say goodbye to the tag. There's 2 left. But for how much longer? Let's do this. Again, top 3 in our division. Joachim Kamel being top 3 in rookie scoring, and a top 15 power play. Those are our goals of the year. Maybe we'll do well because we actually lost our season opener. We normally win our season opener. Kamel has 2 goals in 2 games. So that's a damn good start. Gives the Ducks this game to put right back in. They didn't before. Sometimes they do. And you are incorrect. Still scratched. They played 2 games without him. Stepstrom, good guess. But no, the AI is actually that dumb. The AI is actually that dumb. Alright, so we are 1-2-1 through our first 4 games here. Let's see what happens against Dallas. We win that. And Malkin is leading this team in points right now. Blonkus is 9-16 through 5 games. Dustin Wolf does have an appearance. Let's see if he can get the win here against Seattle. He does. Give Dustin Wolf a little bit of a run. We play Arizona here November 2nd. And he's screwed with us all off season long. And we can get a win against them. Toronto's next. We win against them as well. And Colorado. Bill Hollinger gets hurt, unfortunately. That will see. Could be the addition of Ryan Reed. Let's get Ryan McGregor into the lineup there with some super scratch that we had. And apparently the NHL team suffered an injury as Solvenson has gone down.
Hey, they know it's variable.
With no
Well,
one
he does have,
whatsoever.
wow, all these players have 1 year. Okay.
No idea how long he's out for. We will...
Leo, of course, Bernino, Castle, Hey, Jefferson.
Being honest. We have plenty of other people on that right-hand side. So let's call up first one.
Boston, not. Oh, wow, he got jack
Get
shit.
into the lineup. To be honest, I just hold him here.
You just have, like,
Get Berglund.
rookies.
To get lots of this back here. Get some opportunity here. And we'll get clarity. Into the lineup and see what he can do. Wow, Stenberg wasn't on the shootout list. Oh boy, did the Cleary and Sword not work well together. Jesus. My defense is just a little bit of a mess now, isn't it? We'll deal with that. Sorry, Browder, you're gonna get jumped.
Cameron's nobody on the prop.
I already made those
Carolina.
great. We do beat Colorado. And we beat Winnipeg as well. So 7-2-1. That was a lot better than I was expected early on. That continues leading the team in points. Take on Philly, and we win that as well. We didn't have anything related to our division rivals. We have Buffalo next. We lose that 3-1. Malkin, 9 points in 12 games. Leading the way. Give Dustin Wolf a little bit more time. Well, defenseman Goodrow away from the NHL on fire early on. We play Tampa. We have a lot of back-to-backs this year, too. Ronnie Gilbert goes down injury. A couple of early injuries, and that will be where Ryan McGregor gets the call. Ryan, let's see what you can do. I'm pretty sure he's not a good fit for the 4th line, but we will...
Ben is variable, but I don't want to take on that contract. Lady, Granlund, Joelowski, Murray, Big Man Chara. How is he still fucking playing?
Wow, we got blown out by Tampa. Absolutely blown out by Tampa. 8-3. It's going to be a weaker draft than normal. I did just remember, I'm okay with there being one more week draft. But now, we can up the draft platform and get to go normal.
Oh, good for you!
We go nuts. for the follow. Welcome to this team, breaking my heart over and over again. I could indeed offer to the contract extension, but I'll hold off for a little bit though, because it will make more sense to trade him potentially. So, get lost just into this next game. Let's see. As we take on the LA Kings, the 12-5-0, we beat them. Not bad. Tough game to win. So good job by Block. Either Blockfist or Wolf are really lighting the world on fire. We're going to get Casey Primo an opportunity here. Give Hayes a chance against Detroit. And we win 1-0. So a big shutout there. Casey Primo, he gets to go on a bit of a run now. So we play Washington and lose 5-0. And Columbus. And we lose 5-4 in a shootout. Boy, surprise, surprise, goaltending is going to continue to be an issue here. Just going to keep being an issue. Not the performance that Casey Primo needed there. Started off with that shutout, but no consistency. Our highest save percentage was 907 from Blomqvist. Crosby's now showing up as an 86. We'll take a look at our team. Actually, we'll go through edit lines. Now we'll continue along. So, Gensel, 10 points in 17 games. Not good enough at all. And we're stuck with him for 2 more years after this. Sidney Crosby, 12 points in 17. Joachim Mel, 7 in 17. That top line's not working. Second line, Hulan, only 8 points. You have 12 for Duchesne. And Kessel's doing okay as well. I feel like swapping Hulan for Mel is the best idea, but we can't do it because both Kessel and Camel are on the right. So it has to be Kessel for Camel. So we get Kessel, Crosby, Bill, Full Duchesne, Camel. We'll see what happens. Third line, 9 points for Stevenson. Very good for a third line. Gino's doing pretty damn well too. 12 points and 6 for Zucker. On the fourth line, 48 with 8 points. One from McGregor in his time as fill-in for Ronnie Gervin. Which get 4 points in 13, 3 points in 17 for Cody Clark. Defense, Joseph. 5 points for Theo Joseph. 5. Defense, he has 7 points for Nate Smith. Zach Jones, 8 points for the -4.
Yellowstone abroad, okay. That's good to know. Keeping an eye on that.
And then Jared McIsaac, 6 points, 4 points for Solomon in the 13 games. This is just shit. Like, we can't, like, Zach Jones and Nate Schmidt have been our 2 best defenders. It's just awful. Like, Joseph and Marino are on the second pair right now because they're getting outplayed. And then goalie lies with the York team, what we're dealing with here. So, I don't know what the answer is to this game. I really don't. I really don't. And around the league, I mean, we're 20 games in or so it's too early to tell. But at 10 and 5, I mean, we're in the mix, but the Rangers are 15-2-2, which is.
I'm going to make this trade now outside the deadline so I don't have to worry about anybody stepping up and trying to snag him.
Alright, let's watch on.
Yeah, I'll crush my second.
We play Washington. We lose 2-1. We play
No, not take me.
Carolina.
No.
Stanford gets hurt in Wilkes-Barre. They have that injury. We will get Wisconsin next year. We're going to let Crosby and Malkin leave. Honestly, that's a fair assessment at this point. The fact that he was holding us back. That is a fair assessment. It just seemed kind of broken. I was really, like, obviously, we have to push every year to try and get Sid and Gino one more title before they leave. But unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to get there, but we are 12-5-3. Not all doom and gloom this season. But we've had similar situations like this before where we've clearly been overperforming. And then it falls off the cliff, right? Like, eventually the results catch up to us. As Wolf gets a nice little win there against Ottawa. Again, like goalie-wise, like Wolf has a 902 in 7 games. Like Blomqvist is clearly the guy. Right now, Van Goodrow is keeping up that 940. That's insane. Let's keep going. Top 15 power plays, no top 3 in scoring, top 3 in our division. It's going to be tough. This division is good too. A lot of Stenberg back. It's a piece of our future, I would imagine. Lose to Minnesota. You know, because we lost to the Wild there, I'm going to give Justin Wolf a chance. And he loses 4-2. Never mind. Never mind. I'm ready to Wolf for the job. Let's take Wolf out. Let's give Cade Primo another chance. We're going to need Cade here to step up against Arizona. And he loses 5-4. Give us down to the Delkinich. Hellebuck. We lose 2-1. Down to 3 wins in our last 10. Remember when we were like 12-5 and something? Holy shit, we just keep losing. Come on. Win a game. Thank you. 6-3. Crosby now leading the team in points. Seattle has 1 win in their last 10. So of course we get shut out by them 1-0. Gosh, this. Wow. Jones and Schmidt suck. Jones and Romeo suck together as well. Fucking believe the finals on Schmidt and Jones. I didn't know what to do. About themselves. They don't even know what to do anymore with this team. It's just endlessly frustrating. Also looking forward to change the shift yet. We play Toronto. We win 4-1. Almost up to the 7th. It's Jersey. They lose 3-1. See, like I said, like you can see the warning signs, we're probably going to fall back down to reality. That is exactly what happened. We entered January at 16-12-3, technically in a wild card spot, while making the playoffs. We have the goal of being a top 3 team. We are already 11 points back of the Islanders, but we have 3 games in hand. You can almost say already that one of our goals for the season has been failed in terms of finishing top 3 in the Metro. It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. Take a look at the Atlantic. It's Florida, Tampa, and Ottawa. No one's really out of it outside of the Montreal Canadiens. In the Central, Colorado, Arizona, Nashville. Only team out of the equation is St. Louis. It's a big playoff team. And in the Pacific, Edmonton, Anaheim, and Calgary. Even Seattle's not necessarily out of it. So, and Montreal right now is the worst team in the NHL. In terms of everything else, we'll look at our team in a minute a bit more in depth, but around the league, Connor McDavid has 64 points in 36 games. So finally, McDavid, look at that. It took a couple of years, but we finally got McDavid and Draisaitl to play like McDavid and Draisaitl. Holy shit. That is a realistic amount of separation. We did it, everybody. Mission accomplished. Panarin is also up there. McKinney, Novi, Lincoln, Hurdle, obviously, and Lucas Raymond, who's a fucking 89. Goal scoring teams right now, Ovi, McDavid, both at 25. Pacioretty, Walsh at 22. Draisaitl, and Brinkman at 21. Mercer has 19. And in terms of the assists, it is McDavid and Draisaitl, which is awesome. Defensively, it's Fox and McCarr, Hughes, Chabot, the usual suspects. Goal scoring wise, down for goal, Olio Levy goes up well. He makes it David better. I mean, he's got a 99 in every offensive category. Goalie wise, his 13 is 23-4-2 with 5 shutouts. He is the leader in save percentage. Also, Reimer and Askarov also up there as well. That's Jake Allen. Really, at this point, should have just signed a veteran to hold down the fort, but my stubbornness kept the better of it. And in terms of the rookies, flat top, Savoy and Lambert leading the way. It only takes about 20 points to be up in that rookie race, and unfortunately, Fortier is tied with Camel at 11. Canelo's a minus 11. Let's look at our team. So, Wolf has lost this, hasn't been great. Dave Primo will probably be a part of our second trade of the season. Joseph has 11 points. Marino has 8. They worked a little bit better together. I believe that defense has this along with. For the forwards, Gensel on 21 points in 31 games. He is making almost $9 million a season. It's awful. It's awful. Crosby, 22 points in 31. And then Kessel with 16 and 31. Second line, Poulin, 13 points, not good enough. 16 for Duchesne, and 11 for Canel. We need Canel to score goals, though. I am doing something I didn't really imagine myself doing in this series. I have a swap Duchesne and Crosby. It's going to be Gensel, Duchesne, Kessel, Poulin, Crosby, Canel. Stevenson, Malkin, and Zucker have done pretty damn well on that third line. They're 48, Yervin and Cody Clark. Yervin what's that point pace looking like here? 27 games, 5 points, 15. Not necessarily ideal for Yervin. And for Cody Clark, he's on a 10-point pace. But game 48 is getting the job done of being on at least a 20-point pace. So I'm not very happy right now with Ronnie Gibbon or Cody Clark, but both of them have to be on the fourth line for many years of this season. Go with those changes for now. Let's do it. Goalie wise, get Ben Gudra back into the AHL club. Let's move on. Say home and home, or not a home and home, but a back-to-back here. We start off against Ottawa. It was 3-2. It's a good point with me. I'm sure they could be more effective than some of the people who signed them did. Montreal, we do win, so we'll keep the same goalie here for the next 2 games. We lose to San Jose, and we don't know what happened against Calgary. Dean Kukin. This is on waivers. I can't use it full time. Can't do it, so we'll decline that. We do end up beating Calgary though on our Albertan swing here. So we'll get to win against this former team. And we will go against Edmonton. Get Justin Wolf back in there. You get the most recent win. We're going to do it. Loftus not looking good. Wolf not looking good. We know we need a better goalie. San Jose. We win 9-1. The offense show up in that one. LA. We lose 3-1. Philadelphia. We lose 5-4. We don't have any consistency. It's staggering. Long Biscuits the next 2 games against New Jersey and Carolina. We lose to the Devils, so we get a pity point. And we lose to the Hurricanes. Dave Primo, this is your last chance here, buddy. This is your last chance. If you don't up that save percentage to above a 900 over the next 2 games, you're definitely out. We play the Rangers and lose 6-5. And we play the Dallas Stars and lose 3-2. Dave Primo is not an NHL goalie. We kind of already knew that before. He has 860 and 6 appearances. To be honest, he has like no trade value anyway. I'm just going to send it down. See if he clears waivers. And he did. So, yeah, no, we are done with Dave Primo. And these two right now are battling out to see who stays because we're in a playoff spot. I'm getting a goalie at the deadline. We're going full Ryan Miller, giving a goalie and hope he doesn't suck. But I don't know if playoffs are going to happen at this rate. This is just awful. Get Dustin Wolf in here. We play Carolina, Vancouver, to end of February. With both of those games, Dustin Wolf right now, giving to be more like the guy. We are dead last. We We are in dead last in our division. 5 points out of the playoffs, about 3 games in hand, but we are in dead last in our division. We have been staring down the barrel of this reality for a few seasons now. I think we are looking at the nuclear option coming up here. I think we're looking at the nuclear option. I think we have to. It's not necessarily in the rules, but honestly, I kind of want it to be in the rules that I can just fucking destroy my team at least once, whatever the hell I want. Gonna leave that one side. Honestly, I think we might be at that point. Gexel is under a no movement clause for 2 more years. But while Max Shane's on a 50-point pace and being a -20 in it. We got Castle. Coolman is really struggling. Jokic Camel just isn't ready for prime time. We're going to fail all 3 of our goals again at this rate. We haven't accomplished a goal once. Like, we had some pieces. Honestly, I think I have to send down Jokic Camel. I think I have to. Just send him down and it hit the beat. I think we sent him down and hit the beat on the idea of him winning. Well, I mean, he has 19 points. It's not brutal, but it's like he's got to be a third line, which means either Zucker or Stevenson comes up, and that means we break up our best line, which is our third line. And that's the problem. I don't want to break up that third line at all. I'll be so competitive with the game. I did time him. Boy, wouldn't that be lovely, but I don't know if you were here, but there's a lot they need to think about this game, like not having 88 overall franchise players be tracked by the AI to start the season. I gotta keep that third line together. The second line hasn't really gelled all that well. I don't know what to do. At this point, I don't know what to do. We got to break up that third line. Even though they've been our third, and Phil Kessel's got a depth for us, much big. That third line, that changed on the third line. And Crosby is plummeting in terms of OBI. Absolutely plummeting. Let's try Gensel, Shane, Camille, Coolman, Crosby, Kessel, because we haven't done that yet. We play Calgary. This is pretty much my last-ditch effort. My last-ditch effort to see if it's going to have to do the nuclear option. We're just going to have to blow this fucker up. Which sucks, but that's where we're at right now. I think we have... we've tried as hard as we can to keep this team competitive. You can only stretch a window so thin. It makes sense to stretch the window as thin as possible. While having Crosby and Malkin here, and obviously it started off really well, but this team just don't have it anymore, no matter who we put here. And again, like we've had quite a few people come through the doors now to try and spark something, and it's just not happening. So if we do find ourselves, I mean, God, we're like 8 points out right now. We're like 8 points out, right? 8 points out, and the Islanders have a game in hand. I think that's it. I think that's it. In terms of this current era. As in blue, our next reception for 2 months. I thank you very much. We're 8 points out of the playoff spot now. Just have a game in hand. How much longer can we pretend that maybe, just maybe, we have a shot? The deadline's on the 9th. So we're 3 weeks out, essentially. Just about 3.5 from the deadline. Evgeny Malkin is leading this fucking team in points. He is down to an 81, and he is leading this team in points. I don't even know what to say to that. I think it's time for the nuclear option, everybody. I think it's time. I think it's time. But before we can do that, we have a rule about no movement clauses. If we are in the bottom of the standings, I can ask a player to waive that no movement clause so we can send them to a contender. Are we allowed to trade Sidney Crosby? Does Sid, this is the biggest question we've had, does Sidney Crosby want to leave the Pittsburgh Penguins? Generic background music, as this is probably going to be going up on YouTube as well. But if you missed it, the VOD, of course, is up yesterday. It's the beginning of Season 2. You'll be able to see as we went through every single...
I was going to do a franchise mode 4 this year. However, things changed. Plans changed, because that's how NHL 20 fucking works. We were going to do undrafted free agents to glory at the start of the year, and that was broken. So now I'm going to do a different idea, because I came up with some better stuff. I'm using Winnipeg, because I want, we're using the peg. We're using the Winnipeg, because I said so. Fantasy draft campaign, turn you off, morale on, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at those lovely Manitoba Meese. Those lovely Manitoba Meese. Why did I go to accessibility? That's the worst. Oh, good old quick settings. I'm going to leave it on full set. Injuries are going to be on because I'm a madman. Just getting it up on YouTube. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Ice Dogs dropping the 26 gosh darn dang old months. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Ice Dogs, we love you. We appreciate you. You're the man. You be the man. Alright, everything there is good. As far as I know. Oh boy, good old advanced settings. Shout out to OG looking for a group. What a guy. What a guy. Oh, that bad boy's off. Amateur over here. Friggin' amateur hour over here. Some underscore I'm gonna leave on medium because why the hell not? Head coach firings, I don't care. Not morale meetings, that's the big one. That's the big one, rookie streamer. I know, Deke, I need you to teach me the ways of franchise mode streaming. Teach me the ways. Teach me the ways. Cody, I've thought about a lot of things. By doing things for a certain reason? Yes. It's amazing. I'll just say. It's amazing. That's not to say I am the end all be all. When it comes to franchise mode or roster or whatever. But it's amazing how many people are like, I love what you do. Also, why don't you do it this way or this way or this way or that way or this way or this? Did you not see the part when I said this is the test stream for these rosters? It's test. Not like Andrew Martin, but like the test. Practice. It's Allen Iverson's birthday. Baby, we're talking about practice. Things can change. That editing doc's 200 goddamn pages. Things can change. Right. Oh boy, anyway. Sammy, rocking the 11. Sam, we love you. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. I'll be for you sitting Shanghai today. Swallow the foot. That's amazing. Oh, God. Sam, thank you for the host as well. Alright, so, let me double check this. First and foremost. Alright, so it does drop the Prey and Lamico. Probably it doesn't drop anybody else here, which is good. Victor Boss. It's weird how it just always drops. Michael Hutchison. You should not be there. See? This is why we double check stuff here, dog. Is that James? Nah, it's Joachim Reimer, right? Joking. That was close. Oh, boy. So let me double check this here. Let me double check this. We're going to get into this. We're playing some franchise thing. You know the deal. Me too, Frankie. Me too. So, I mean, there's not much I can do about it dropping random Finns and Swedes into the free agent pool. It does that for everybody. It's a pain in the ass. There's, like, no major game changes there. Victor Foss is 37 years old at this point, so. I mean, AJ, yeah, probably. I will probably watch the trailers. Alright, yeah, there's really nobody too crazy there. Rebar is a backup, but he's 60. Colgren's 22. That's fine. That's fine. Let me double check here. I think Hutchison's the only dude. Snipe I was going to, but at the end of the day, like they're all pretty much. I mean, anyone who's a 73 or up is in their mid 30s already, just about. So, not to call someone 32 in their mid 30s, someone's going to get ridiculously offended. As far as I can tell, though, it doesn't drop any other important players. So that's good. And defensively, again, as far as I can tell, it doesn't really drop any important players here. I don't know if John Ramage, I don't think Tom Comiskey's under contract. I know John Ramage is under contract. Dalton Pratt. Dalton Pratt's not supposed to be dropped that. Okay. So we will be checking Calgary, Colorado. Good thing is they're not major players if they're getting cut. That's a lot of Ramage. Sure. Is that what's in the contract? Might not be. Process in the contract, but bear with me here in the opening month. I gotta double check this because that way we know what teams might have too many contracts on it. Which again, is part of the reason why on the editing doc, Nate Frost is not supposed to be dropped either. Again, that's part of the reason as to why we look over certain players. And it's crazy because, you know, it's more attention. Signing NCAA players and stuff like that. And that's just what's all to do. The whole shebang. We know what's going on here. There's not room for much up here. Except for roster editing and random hockey, baby. Aside from that, I don't think there's anybody else there that's really all that. Churchman under contract in Pittsburgh? I'm seeing a few more players here than I prefer. That's not good. I don't remember if Churchman's under an NHL deal or an AHL deal.
I give him a lot for that, but
he is under
that's going to be worth it, though.
A few too many players being dropped right now. That is unfortunate. Oh, God. Liam Madison. Appreciate the ball. Long as the hole, whatever this is. Alright. I'm going to have to double check. For the most part, again, it's not dropping anybody major. It drops Harry. We're going to have to double check a couple. For the most part, we're fine. For the most part, we're going to be okay. The Lindqvist is 25. Dahlstrom, Nelson, and Kraken. Okay, cool. Just didn't really drop the book. The stocks runs and freaked me out for some reason. I don't know what. With that, good point. 170 I did forget the games because I don't really want to see the AI screw up their teams that much in season 1. Is we are going to go down to this bad boy and turn off computer trades. We're going to turn off computer trades for season 1. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Let's see. Probably no point in updating the coaching staff at the moment, so let's take a look around the league here. I want to see how crazy some of these values are. See, even that's not too bad. So Winnipeg, Scheifele, Laine, Connor, Wheeler, Vesseline, Ellis, a bit of a step below. High guys fall off a little bit. But that's okay. Bojo, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Medium and high nine, though. They're in a decent little spot in value. Defensively, nothing like what's up, buddy. Where's the Keon, kind of okay. He's looking alright. I mean, for Detroit, or for Detroit, I want to be, kind of rough. You guys made Joey's birthday wrong. Cody, what did I set the birthday to? love you. Thank you for the 8 months. Tremendously appreciate it. Why did you ask yourself a question? No, I didn't ask myself a question. 12 minutes, 10, 12. Who cares? December 10th is good. Who cares? It's in the same spot. Jesus Christ. Jemima dropping the stuff. You'll love to see it. Grade A teammate. TJ, what's going on as well? Good to see you. Jemima, we love you. Undeniable winners of t-shirts. Actually, nothing. Team never drinking either. Alright. Yeah, that's probably a little bit. In fairness, I will say, I assumed it was going to be, oh, his birthday is December 31st. Like, yeah, for a reason. Point being, oh, you said it's December 12th or December 10th or October 10th. Just drink that right over there in the door. Make it back with me. Boja, I'm wishing you luck. I'm wishing you luck. It's a minefield of critical people. Talk to tomorrow. I read that one today, but again, I was busy. Seven goals in a contract, huh? It's not supposed to be a thing. Defensively, Ball was over more, Dixon was home. It's looking okay. Looking about right. Forward. You happy about, I'm gonna guess the Ducks fans in chat are okay with this. I know they won't. The point was, with the extended contract before, it's still, at the beginning of the year, I'm quite sure it still worked. Like, it's 6 only, and it was done people for 18 months. Anaheim looking good. Anaheim is looking good. Right, what's going on? Welcome to the franchise mode experience. Boy, how does David Backman still have value? How the hell did he do that? Doesn't make any sense. God, Anaheim, you have 17,000 forwards on your roster. Stop it. It's unnecessary. Arizona. Taylor Hall. Poor Taylor Hall. Good contract, 864. I have nothing to say here. Aside from looking my fantastic hairline. Don't look yourself, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's 925. It doesn't matter if it's 865. It doesn't matter if it's Nintendo 64. Or Atari 2600. Nobody cares. My penis didn't work for no reason. Well, I've only people paid for their roster dominates here. Okay. Anyway. What do we got? Steve, I need to know your opinion of Liam Kirk getting an upgrade. Your opinion of Liam Kirk getting an upgrade. Does it make your day? It should. It should. How was Arizona's defense look like? Alright. You got Elio. You got Soderstrom. The rest is, spotty. I'm gonna go with spotty. How about that goaltending now? Look at that goaltending. Arizona has goaltending. I finally get to say that. That has been said in a long time. Anyway, Boston. Don't shoot. Should have won the home as a goalie. You're going to put him on the block. Disrespectful. Anyway, defensively. Woo! Oh, you'll love love to see it, Jack. You'll love to see it. Oh, fantastic. I'm Skipper higher than Benedict because he's better than Benedict. Easily. Easily is better. Oh, God. Oh, Captain Banner. Almighty Apollo. Shakaton! Shakaton. Lovely. Is this still first year? Yep. Just looking over some stuff. Oh, beautiful. It's a stud. You got caution. Rusted. Oil a little bit lower than that first. Beach is still looking okay, though. Pure piece looking okay. What's up, brother? Good old Boston right there. It's the large thing within that team event, typically. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna keep looking at you. Keep going, look through. Chris Andrews, how are you? We'll pack the rookie and actually has value. He's the only goddamn goalie on Buffalo does. Alright, darling. All right, well, now you're with stuff. Anderson's looking better. We got rid of a lot of the low top 4 defensemen and the low top 6 forwards as well because those potentials are hot garbage. God, Buffalo is terrible. I mean, I'm not breaking news here, but God damn, they have to cut. They have to cut. And Dylan Cousins is a bit of a beast. Casey Millsap's this. And this dude, who's actually good. Plays for the Perry Colts, but he's actually good. I promise. And almost. Jeff Skinner's value sucks. Because he's getting paid $9 million a season. Because Buffalo is the worst. I'm sorry. It's a harsh truth. But one that needs to be said. Good Lord, how those letters supposed to be heard. Calgary. I mean, you have to start having the most value, makes sense. Dubé, Pelletier. Pelletier's a beast, by the way. He's a monster. He's so good. And this dude, Matthias Emilio Pettersson, who is a freaking NCAA murderer. Like, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. Oh boy. Hey, Deke, it's your favorite player. Do you remember how to say his name, Deke? Dimitri Zakharov. No, I'm not going to tell you to go fuck yourself and add promote. I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself in regular old English. Or Lucic. Shockingly, they're not trying to trade Lucic, and I can't believe it. Pensively, Hannafin, Gustafson. I'll lock these values down a little bit. Still have to do that algorithm. Goalies! Justin Wolf should be higher. He's the 7th round. Settle down. Fair enough. I mean, Riddick is technically a starter at an 81. He's the starting goalie. He's a starter. The game says it. But damn. Carolina. Top God. Whereas it actually has some value, I don't know how. Damn. Fair enough. Defense. Dougie. You're top defenseman? Yes, sir. And these rosters, top on. Thank you, Paul. These rosters, 87 is top defenseman. His name on the starters because that's how I set the roster. Because what is defined as a certain role is based off the overall of the players in the game. So obviously, you have higher scoring in the NHL nowadays. So forwards are going to be higher rated, goalies slightly lower rated, and it's going to change things. So, talk about my doing fantastic.
Oh my god, that's fucking a good defensive goal right there. Being Hamilton's second line, Sedora. Well, until Sabarn that, but Larson, Boldquist, Beam with Hamilton. Oh my god, Well, Superman will be glad because he will not be coming back next year anyway, so.
Very much appreciated, brother. Hopefully, welcome to my chat roasting over arbitrary overall in a mode that nobody from your stream is going to give a damn about. I appreciate you for hosting me anyway. Are you shooting boxes? Yes. I'm not doing it. It's the AI, man. What do you want from me? Yes, it is the skit. Thank you for the follow-up. Greatly appreciated. God, this is so important. Third time about 6 because it's me. He should be. He's a beast.
Jacob Marshall scores 2 goals. Nice.
So
okay, cool. Now Marshall gets 2 assists as well.
Dumb it up. Does not hold on to Robin Leonard.
Cole very disappoint. Leander disappoint too. Oh yeah, everybody's doing that fucking go ham right now. Everybody's doing goal at that points like they're all crap.
The problem is the dude can't stay healthy. What are you gonna do? God, focus. This was a man that's beautiful. But your team needs to suck for the next 15 years, please. I don't know. Ooh, Brendan, they have hands on the block. The disrespect. The disrespect. Oh, damn. The stream is my God. Does it, though? Does it? Maybe. I think let's get one Colorado for the hell of it. So, yeah, no, Colorado's gonna be pretty good. They're trying to trade Newhook, which I don't recommend at all. At all, actually. Risk it for the best it. Drop. checks went on. Are you sure?
Yeah, it
Where?
Oh, it turned off by itself.
I told you I want to see it.
When you told me, I did it right away.
Sure. Nothing. 10 goddamn stuff. Dropping the 10 bucks. Out of nowhere. You know what? I might get a strike on my channel for this song being included in the alert, but you know what? God damn it, it's worth it. Rest I love it. Appreciate it. God damn it. You beautiful person. Warrior, pretty sure you resubbed at exactly the same time for 23 goddamn months, which is just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Damn. Oh, I will take them strikes. I will take them strikes. I will. I'll do it. And I will go to Mixer and get no views. But damn it, I'll go. YouTube Gaming needs all the help I can get. I have options. Oh, simple. What's up, buddy? Oh, God. Ooh, Colorado. Don't worry about the way. We will get to Detroit here in a moment. Oh, it's nice. I'm going to hold my own goddamn press conference. It's going to be fucking great. It's going to be great. Oh, good for you. You missed it by a year, man. You missed it by a year. You're supposed to have a press conference during Corona season. I said the match works, so this gets put up on YouTube. It'll be demonetized, I'm sure. But no, you're going to have a press conference in the aftermath of this, and you just pan and there's nobody there. Because who the hell would care? Holy hell, it's one of these girlfriend songs. Come on, you. You dropping subs before falling? That was happening? That's what we're doing? Check this last, by the way, as well. Thank you. 4 says falling. Not letting Jemima off the hook here, though, on this one. That's a hell of a teammate right there. One hell of a teammate, I'm telling you. Keep streaming up 100%, probably. You know, do what you gotta do. Oh, Columbus. It's a decent team. It's a decent team. 2 young fans. I mean, you know, it might have to happen anyway. How big is the jersey collection? Too goddamn big. Too big it seems. We will have a video showcasing the old setup sooner rather than later. Jason Robinson stuff. Why? Why? God. Here's the thing. You can set up the rosters any way you want. That does not mean you can stop the AI from being shot. Dude. Stop. Dude. Once you actually get to the mode. Can't stop the AI from being done. Why do people subscribe? Because they like to make me feel good about myself for investing all this time into changing arbitrary numbers on the video game. Oh, awesome. It's beautiful. They're going to trade you though. Alright. Steve, you ready for this? It's Detroit. I don't know if you're ready for this or not, but here it comes. Look at that goaltender. I mean, you have got 3 medium fringe options, and you know, who's to say? Who's to say? Got the defense, by the way, out of 78. I mean, prior to this year, he was still okay. You know, the past 2 years leading up to this year, he was still fine. It's just, you know, this year, 2 wins in like 30 games. Whoa, what's going on, buddy? You at least have more insiders. You have some building blocks on defense. You got that going for you. You got Sider, Roddick, Velocity, Johansson, McKay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Maybe. Probably not. But it could be okay. It's gonna look better than forward, though. The Zadina, Marcus, Eleno, Manfred, the Dude, Fabry, leading the way. How bad are they gonna step? This team wins the cup. Guaranteed. Guaranteed this team wins the cup. I'm gonna take a look at the line combinations as well. Once we get to the beginning of the season. I'm going to see what's up. Edge money. Trying to trade Ron Reed. Don't recommend it. And trying to trade Mike Smith. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Defense, though. Bouchard and... Why are you trying to trade Bouchard and Vermeer? Again, some people are going to do Jazz Mike Green rates too high. He has a 55 in durability. Trying to trade Caleb Jones, too. Nobody likes prospects. Well, I give subs. Well, I give money to myself. Yeah, sure, why not? No, nothing more Twitch partner-like than to gift yourself subs to make your sub count. Oh, God. Draisaitl and McDavid are fucking goated, though. It's insane. Yamamoto and Nuge are up there, too. They're trying to trade for Lavoie and Benson as well. Or Lavoie, whatever it may be. Shit. Henry. Oh, my fucking Tyler Ennis. You'll love to see him. Florida. So, things are still looking all right in Deedland. Barkov, Huberdeau, Owen Tippett's a beast. Epaniemi, Denisenko, Borgstrom. Things are still looking good in Florida. They're looking pretty good. MD. Gandil, Ekblad. Okay, then it drops off. Gilden, Watchenok, Frisky. It's okay. Warriors drop. you don't get the sub. Military mode is not on. We're just going to handle this and see what happens, how it plays out. I'm not surprised they're trying to trade Spencer Knight. As Warrior gets another sub. You'll love to see. Yeah, Draker up to the 74. Who's better than Bobrovsky? I don't know how Bobrovsky's value is that high, by the way. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, Krishanders. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this, Krishanders? Are you ready? I need to know if you're ready. I need to know. Oh, God. Draker being a low lease just to try and get some late development out of him. Alright, here we go, Krishanders. Quick still has value somehow. From there, it's not good. It's not good. That's okay. Defensively, you got Dowdy. He's practically overpaid. But then, Anderson, Bjorkvot, Blake, Holt, Spence. Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's alright. He's doing okay. And then for your forward, he's actually looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good. Nurkot, Kopitar still has crazy value. I don't know how, but it does. Ari, Thomas the Beast, Madden, Marty Anderson, Lundstrom. Look at this shit. Look at this ridiculous depth of forward. Crazy. That's really good. I wish I'd used this version of Kingston. Minnesota. Yeah, Hunter Jones and Captain Jackson. They're doing pretty good. They're pretty good. Defense. Why? Try to say your version. Why? Alright. It makes sense. Look at Brad Hunt's trade value. Let's see. People say I don't know how to edit roster. Put respect on Brad Hunt's name. Put respect on Brad Hunt's name. I will take notice. Goddamn, that's the whole as is the all. Breathing not so much. Minnesota's not that bad. Minnesota's not that bad. Going off back to destroyed the WHL this year. I don't know how, but he did. It was insane. First off, it was good. Not that bad. They're not that bad. What we got next? It's, oh baby, you ready for this? You ready? Drum roll. Controversy. Opinions. Death threats. Coming my way. Montreal. Oh, baby. Yeah, Caden Primo, who in like 3 years went from like a high AHL starter to a medium starter, which is fucking insane. It's amazing. He's gonna keep getting better. Carey Price is the starting goaltender. You cannot disagree with that logic that Carey Price is the starting goaltender. You can't do it. He is a starting goalie. Tell me that's disrespectful. You go right ahead. Technically. I mean, defensively, you got Petrie money from Romanov. Who's value might go up. What's that? Price of value is too low. Because of that contract, I'm not the one that signed for that albatross. What do you want from me? I think that makes up for it, though. I think that makes up for it. Why is Bob's value so much higher than that? I don't know. But I think the top half of the board here probably makes up for it a little bit. Maybe. I mean, half fans will hate whatever the hell I do with this team, but what are you going to do? It's not there. What's Juleson murder? I don't remember. I know I dropped him, but it was effective. Nashville. And people trading Connor Raker. He's so good. Stop trying to trade. Doesn't make sense. Leave him alone. Oh, Yossi Ellis, I Kraken already on roster. Yeah. Phil Tomasino is really good, as you can tell. Phil Tomasino is pretty gosh darn dang good. He is. It's true. It's true. New Jersey, Jack Hughes, and Nico Hischier. You love to see it. You got no foot, still got Wild. Berkeley's still alright. Goosehead's had an 83. New Jersey's not that bad. Now, what he can do with this roster and whether or not he can win 17 cups in a row, who's to say? Who's to say? Defensively, for those who are asking about Ty Smith, you won't. He earned fucking lost me. Oh, God. You go around the wall stuff there too, ball in a pocket, some play boots too. Pretty nice. Here comes the goaltending. But Blackwood actually has really good value, and Corey Schneider does not. He very much does not. But at least you guys have Mackenzie Blackwood. At least you have Mackenzie Blackwood. Their goaltending is fucking abysmal. It's so bad. Aside from Mackenzie Blackwood, sure. New York, Varlamov, Stark. Gibson's potential reset to that, which is a rough show for him. At least you have Varlamov. Why his value is that much higher than price, I don't know. He's the type of prospect, but they don't have like that one big time prospect. Kind of hurts him a little bit. And then the forwards, they have Barzell. And nobody else. At least in terms of that upper echelon. I mean, Ishikov, Wallstrom, Holmstrom, Bellostrom. Pageau somehow has value despite that crazy contract assignment too. New York. Yeah. So, Jacko, Panarin, Mika Zibanejad is now way the hell up there. Edel, Kravtsov, Elias Anderson's dropped off a little bit. That's what happens when you throw a silver medal into the stands. Carl Henderson stepped up a little bit. You got Ryan Sproul, looking pretty good. Just Burns had bars out. I prefer not to, thanks. Yeah. Oh, God. And defensively, Panarin's going to be higher, I know. You do realize, in this roster, that Artemi Panarin, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Panarin is in a three-way tie for the 7th highest rated forward, alongside David Pastrnak and Patrick Kane. Get off my nuts, Artemi Panarin should be higher rated. Sit down, you can't shut it. Phil, we love you. Thank you for the 19. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Great. The Sass. I love it. You're goddamn right, the Sass. You're goddamn right. Try to tell it, kid. You can swat it down. You can swat it down. Especially when you have Fox and Lundqvist looking this fucking good. I ain't having that shit. About what I need to do. And that's it. Ain't I? Man, the Rangers are good. Rangers are good. Pretty good. And goaltending wise, I mean, you guys just joking. They're trying to trade Georgia, which is very smart. They're looking pretty good. They have options. They have options. Snipe, you're still here, right? You're still here for the reveal of Aqua, the Canada Senators, the Bryant 5 or 6s. Goaltending. You got Stuttgart, who kind of sucked this year in the W. And Gustafsson, it's not the best. Not the best. However, defensively,
You had Ransom, you bought, and our doctor, and I come. Hardcore the entry sub out on core value of the maximum was lost. And I don't know how. But hey, that top four is sick. Work it, inform yourself before you say something stupid. And then, this forward core is the most interesting forward core I have ever seen in franchise mode. You have Brady and Chuck, and then just a shitload of medium top sixes. Including Formanton, Norris, the two players up there, James Hinton. That is so bizarre. Maxson, that general high nine was like Bruce. That is one of the most interesting teams I've ever seen. I love it. Oh, God. Billy! The cat a hat! Cat a goddamn hat! You'll love to see. He should be hired. Shut your face, Grandma. Defensively. You got Provorov, Cam York to the east. Ghost Bear still has value. Myers is improving. Think those doesn't clear? No. I mean, the potentials are about the same. The issue with Clea is the second round pick and get in the process there. Quick question. Stats. Second round pick. I mentioned this in the doc, I'm quite sure, but second round pick is either a medium 6 or a high 9. So first Clea friend is a medium 6 and then he goes up. Anyway, Philly's looking ridiculous because like Jennings, Millman, Wyatt Wiley, they're actually good. And then forwards. So, yeah, I don't really see much room for Philly fans to be complaining about how I have this set up. I don't really see much room. I don't really see much room to be complaining here if you're a Philly fan. Can I get an explanation why Igor is not elite? That felt good. That felt good. Oh boy. Yeah, no, Philly's nuts. Ambient, what's happening? We got Frank, Racco, Flintlock, Gibble, Sims, Crooks. They're nuts. They're nuts. Oh, who's next? Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Jerry's got some value. They better all be fans now because you got nobody else. Defensively, John Marino and Theo Joseph. Arizona Coyotes legend Theo Joseph. Henderson. It's not looking good for Pittsburgh. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. It's not looking good. And of course, Crosby, Malkin, Temple, Sample-Len. Yes, Sample-Len is returning immediately. It's true. Bill Hollider. This is no Patty Marlowe, as weird as that is. Oh, boy. I'm sitting here. Somebody get the sin in here. We need a... This is Zach Thompson. Goaltending might be worse. It's actually worse than New Jersey. They actually have worse goaltending than New Jersey. They don't have a single goddamn guy. Not a single one.
Superstars 2 open for the playoffs.
Defensively up, and except for Carlsberg, yeah, Berkeley, deserving of the medium league. The answer, I guess it is. At least they're trying to trade less, and then it just falls off the cliff. Nothing. You have Berkeley, and a random Russian. And then forward-wise, you have Meyer, Herb, Tour, and Haynes, contracts that are up, and John Leonard, Dylan Gambrell, that's it. San Jose is screwed at least from this perspective. At least from this perspective. I was throwing my trade on it, I have no idea. He's actually not that bad. St. Louis. They're trying to trade Bennington as they should. You're based off the last 3 seasons, Doug. Jake Allen set up as like the best possible backup. Also, as well as the starter as well. Rev! I appreciate that. Let it be known, though, Bennington, starting goaltender. Let it be known. Let it be known. Rev, I very much appreciate that. Thank you. Most of the home people arguing over arbitrary overall numbers. Like Scott Perunovich, Hobie Baker Award winner. Vince Dunn and Justin Paul. We left Hobie's in there. That was the only way to go. And, yeah, no, from there, it's bad. It's bad. Forward-wise, though. What? Why are you trying to trade Jordan Kyrou? Why? Why don't the AIs like medium elite profit? Jesus. Oh, God. Horrific. Top. The drop Stamkos playing. Sorelli's a beast. Everyone else is a little bit off from there. Captured by Kradish. Kachuk. Pretty good. Good Colby Cave. Not quite. It's one thing to leave someone in who is probably going to retire but hasn't officially retired versus someone who practically died. Slightly different circumstances. God help. So was Aaron Kerr. You. Then a goal. You got pass left. And all the pass. It was pretty good. And so you gave in. Good to know. And you can do just that if you choose to. Toronto. Hold on. You know, if I'm going to risk getting, strikes here on the channel, I mean, fucking
Yay! Hooray! It's Toronto! Yay! Woo! Yay! That's where we live! We live in Toronto! Yay! Shut up!
For real. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Ian Scott, Michigan season, really didn't help. Plus, he only had like 1 season, if I'm not mistaken, But, Riley, Barry, Sandy, Larry Green's still looking okay. They're trying to trade Sandy and Larry Green, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Cody CC somehow has trade values. Don't ask me how. The defense probably doesn't help, but it does reset to me 25. So, Matthews, Myers, Barrett, Nylander, Bronco, so ridiculous. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is pretty good. Nick Robertson, noted forward. KFSDA. Boy. Just the one. Fair enough. Time for the coup. Is it time for the coup, though? It is time for the coup. We have Mark Demka. DiPietro's value's down. It should be. Hasn't spent any of it. Defensively. Quinn Hughes, nearly full bar. Edler scored some good. Jet Wound, only 11. Yes, he deserves a little lead. When he's healthy, Landers getting up there. Beautiful. More gifted subs. You'll love to see it as well. You'll love to see it. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Vegas with Cody Glass, Peyton Krebs, Dominator dropping the 15-month resub. You'll love to see. Respecting the content. Respecting the content. Dang. Beautiful. I don't know how Nick doesn't have that high value. You know what the game's going to be what the game's going to do. As my mom always said. They have on defense. Shea Theodore, Dave Schmidt, my boy! My boy! McCabe. Love to see it. Also, Gabe Korshak is actually pretty good. I don't like how his parents spelled his name, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? One of those things. Then goalie-wise, I mean, smart that they're actually trying to trade Fleury. They have Robin Leonard. Because Chicago, collectively, as a unit, incredibly stupid. So let go of Robin Leonard. One more team. Washing Machine. Cordelia Samsonov. Hope's value is down because of that contract. Defensively, John Carlson's ridiculous. You gotta like Stephen Ferravari for the top prospect, which makes sense. And the forward lines, I mean, Kuzi, Backstrom, Ovechkin. Connor McMichael's absolutely insane. Like, his numbers are insane. Legitimately insane. So, he deserved that. He deserved that boost. Quite handily. Nickel for Lord Don. That is a name I have not seen in a bit. How have you been? Now, I will say about Holmes, again, that potential doesn't necessarily matter. He's the third pairing defenseman. Keep that in mind. Michael deserves the 70. Again, I didn't focus on overalls, just looking at it. Dr. Justice! Drop the 5 captains. Speaking of names, I can bring this down to this. Speaking of names, we have not seen in a bit. Dr. Justice, come on back here. Drop the 5 captains. You'll love to see it. Respecting the content. What it's all about. What it's all about. Oh, just crank up the awareness. Beautiful. You. Doctor, I hope you said once. God, it is good to see you. So many copyright strikes. You're damn right. All the copyright strikes. Which one are you going to strike me on? You don't even know. How do you pick just one? Strike me on all of them. Take Parkland away. One foul swoop. Are these the rosters? These are my rosters. My Justice. Thank you. We love you. Goddamn. Goddamn. Alright, so with that, again, there was only a handful of players that got up to the free agent list. We are in control of your Winnipeg Jets. I'm not even going to worry about scouting in year one because there are no dudes. How bad are the Canucks? Don, we just went back over them, but for you, here, let me go look over them again.
What is renewable natural gas and how is it made? Organic waste emits greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane. We collect those gases, clean them, and add the purified carbon-neutral renewable natural.
Pyro, there's more controversy about the music. Convenient franchise to ask price drop. I would say yes. I think that's a bit much. But oh Lord Don, just for you, this is what we have for the old Canucks. I mean, the forwards, probably what you would expect. The switchboard calls up from a lower league to a high top set, as he should be. And I mean, you know, Gadjevich, Lockwood. It's not that bad. Touch Palm was that. Defensively, I mean, it's about Quinn Hughes, Jeff Wu, Olli Levy. And then goaltending-wise, I mean, some Canucks fans aren't happy with Penko's value, but Markstrom's a beast. Markstrom's really good. Of course, the upper echelon of starting goaltenders. So it's fantastic. That said, again, we have trades up. So we're going to be able to see what these teams are going to run. Eric Comrie, do you have any value still at this point? Not really. Let's just call you up or not. Never mind. Offensively, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's send down one Sammy Niku. I want Dr. Pullman on this roster. And that way Luca Spiza can be a healthy scratch because it's Luca Spiza. And I'm sorry, but Luca Spiza should probably be a healthy scratch. Land, you can go back. The VOD is already up of this screen. And whether it just rewind a little bit, it'll be fine. The answer is right there in front of it. It just has to be wrong. So put in a tiny bit of work. As we're going to call up old Mark Latesti and send down one Jansen Harkin. This team, I don't know if I'm going to look to fully optimize it this year. I don't know. Probably not. In terms of like player types and line combos. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Because boy, do Shifley and Line not fit with this coach. But we'll let it go, because otherwise we're just going to have to fix it again next year, so who really cares? Oh, God, this defense, though. We're having to rely on Nathan Beaulieu. We are going to have to rely on one Nathan Beaulieu. At least we have one of the best goalies in the game. In one Connor Hellebucks. Fantastic. And AHL, let's just make sure our top prospects are in. And we are going to do some setting. Although I do want to see what the AI throw out there for line combo. Which might take a couple minutes to go through the net. That's what it is. Stoichkov, the captain. Wow, there's actually a lot of usable players who are scratched here. That's not good. Just rely on it to blow you your fuck.